Have you ever been deep into debugging your code, only to find that you can't see the values of your variables? It's frustrating, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're going to tackle how to get CLion to show QString values while debugging. I totally get it. Seeing the type of variable is helpful, but not being able to see the actual value can feel like trying to read a book with the pages glued together. You're definitely not alone in this struggle. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user recently asked, how can I get CLion to show the values of QString variables while debugging? They were amazed to see the type, but wanted to dive deeper into the actual content. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what could be causing this? CLion sometimes doesn't display the values of certain types by default, which can be a bit of a head-scratcher. But don't worry, we'll break it down step by step to get you the information you need. And stick around. I've got a neat trick at the end that will make your debugging experience even smoother. To display QString values while debugging in CLion, the user should first ensure that they have the correct settings enabled in the IDE. Next, the user needs to configure the display settings for QString. This can be done by modifying the debugger's data view settings. After adjusting the settings, the user should rebuild their project to apply the changes. This ensures that the new configurations take effect. Finally, the user can start a debugging session. When they inspect a QString variable, it should now show the actual value inside it. Fun fact, did you know that the first debugger was created in 1947? It was a literal moth that caused a malfunction in a computer. Talk about a bug in the system. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. One user points out that currently, it's not possible to view QString values directly in CLion while debugging. They suggest upvoting the feature request on UTrack to help gain traction for this enhancement. Let's check out another perspective from a different user. One alternative solution is to use a GDB command in the console. You can type print, followed by a specific expression to view the QString value. Alternatively, you can add a watch in the variables section with the same expression. Another option is to utilize a project that adds a Qt Pretty printer. This can enhance how QString values are displayed during debugging. Here's the neat trick I promised. Use breakpoints strategically to pause execution and inspect your variables. This can save you a lot of time and frustration. And there you have it. You should now be able to see the values of your QString variables while debugging in CLion. Remember, debugging is an art, and with practice, you'll become a pro. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button for more tips, and don't miss our next video on advanced debugging techniques.